She's so annoying.
If I had a nickel
It's
for every
'cause
time
I
I
got
call
her
a
seat.
circle.
Mm-hmm.
Is it rolling?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We're always recording when we're in Nathan's house. Yeah. Anyways, welcome to a definitely not forgotten episode of the F Movie Podcast. We're your hosts, Mason, Dylan, Nathan, Mason, man,
And the
derailed.
Oh, okay.
It's been, you know what? It's been a hard year. Jill and Annabeth are here. Still
We're here too, yeah.
Yes.
The funny thing is, I started to go to Price, realized it was wrong, tried to reverse, but couldn't remember where my parks, like my brain was parking after that.
It's embedded.
And then I just drove out of the parking lot of the words mentally.
Backwards.
You all saw that live. We'll clip that. It's fine.
No.
We'll just clip it out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So,
So much
anyways,
editing gets done on this podcast.
Annabeth.
I mean, this is the beginning and end, so
That's true. So this is where it gets clipped.
Yeah, but he already did his welcome, so you...
Welcome.
He does this all the time. Don't worry. We've been in this situation before.
We're your hosts, Annabeth, Jill, Nathan, Dylan, and Mason, in that order, reversed. Today, we're talking about a little movie. Annabeth, what movie was this?
We're talking about Barb and Star go to Vista Del Mar.
Oh,
That's a good Minnesotan accent.
yeah, that's a good Midwestern.
Or Fargo. I don't know where they're from.
I
They're
don't
supposed to be
know.
from Nebraska, but...
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, that makes sense.
It's not as harsh as Minnesota, so I could see that.
That's fair. Yeah, Minnesota's better politics though. So, all right, tell us.
Football team too.
Tell us about. I believe that. Tell us about Barb and Star go to Vista Del Mar.
So it's about two middle-aged best friends, Barb and Star, and they're a little stuck where they are in their lives. They get fired
Stuck,
from
they're
their
happy.
jobs. They are happy, but then they
did
start to
just lose their job,
reevaluate
though.
after they
Yeah.
lose their
They're a
job
little
and
bit
get kicked
unhappy
out
now.
of Talking Club. I mean, that was
Yeah.
a blow, right?
Yeah.
And then they decide they've lost their shimmer. So they're going to go on vacation to a magical place in Florida called Vista Del Mar. Meanwhile, there is an evil woman who is trying to kill everyone in Vista Del Mar by sending a swarm of deadly mosquitoes, and she sends her henchman / boy toy to go plant the homing beacon for the mosquitoes, and...
Christian Grey.
Yeah. Just to be clear,
Christian Grey gets sent to Del Mar
Yeah.
to
this.
oversee this project.
Yeah, because he's in love with this evil woman and he'll do anything for her. And she has a vendetta against the citizens of Vista Del Mar because they all made fun of her for her unnaturally pale skin.
Yeah.
I mean,
albinos.
it's a pretty fair grief.
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you kill a whole town for that?
You
Yeah.
know,
Nathan says it's fair.
she was extremely embarrassed by that whole incident.
They fired her out of a cannon.
Yeah.
She got thrown onto a Disney cruise naked.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Right. I don't think that there's. I mean, I'm with you. I think that she's validated in this. This is an appropriate response.
Yeah,
This-
totally.
This is a matching level of response.
Yeah.
They turned the cannon to probably death.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
I'm
did.
just saying, if anybody ever fires me out of a cannon, death to that whole
Oh,
shit.
And if you survive, that's
If
you
I survive,
you're going back. For,
I deserve to
Yeah,
have my
they didn't
villain arc.
understand
Yeah.
probably death meant for the person.
Yes, correct.
probably that for the town.
Yeah. You know, I will say this: she's surprisingly resilient throughout the film. She takes the death-eating mosquitoes right to the face. Shows up on the beach right after.
Yeah.
She's been shot out of cannons, like
She shot herself
She
out of
shot
the
herself
cannon
out of the
on
cannon.
probably death setting
Mhm.
again.
I'm
yeah.
not really sure that probably death setting means what you think it means.
That's bad advertising.
Hey, it says probably.
Yeah,
That's not
probably,
bad
not
advertising. That's
definitely
completely
death.
accurate.
Yeah.
2 out of 2, completely fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We don't
it
know
needs to be
how
We
many-
don't know how many
Uh-huh.
more people they
Yeah.
lost from
What
the
should
cannon.
probably death be? 1 out of 2?
It's way too low.
Yeah. Well,
It needs to be
Probably death is anything above 50%.
50%.
yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
This is closer
Majority,
to possibly death. This
Yeah.
is like a 1 in 3, and
So
the
like
next
a
person.
51% would be probably. So
That's-
it's just a 51%.
She's just
chance
a
of
little
death.
luckier than the rest.
Yeah.
Just a
You
little.
know, you flip a coin, odds you're gonna land heads twice. Not that crazy, you know.
Yeah, right. I'm glad we've technically figured out the lot
Yeah.
of
It's
the
like
problems
spinning
with
the
this
roulette
movie.
wheel and getting black twice or red twice.
Yeah.
Because you have the greens also, so it's
Sprinkle in
it's
between.
similar to that.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That's a good comparison.
Mhm.
Follow-up thought.
Yeah.
Where is there a casino where I can bet on probably death cannon shots with people out of it
Yeah.
that land on Disney Cruises Naked, because I'm there for that.
I mean, Vista Del Mar.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Maybe I'm
We
starting
gotta
to
go
get
to Vista Del Mar.
Maybe I'm starting to get the appeal of Vista.
If you
Del Mar.
waxed your shimmer, you can go get it back.
Yeah.
Every day. Yeah.
You can go meet Trish.
Yeah.
Oh,
My
that is the best one.
time.
Yeah.
I knew she was gonna get brought
There
up.
she is.
Trish.
I actually had a little thought on the way here.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
Short ride that I had
Had a
here.
little
Yeah, the little
Yeah.
tiny ride down the interstate.
Like Trish is gonna be mentioned in the first 5 minutes. I have a
Of course
feeling.
Trish is gonna
Of
be
course
mentioned.
she
She's
was.
Trish.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the most strong female name, you know.
Mhm.
Jill Annabeth, is that accurate? Is Trish the defining, like, strong woman name?
What?
For
That-
this-
I mean, you
for this
know,
Is it your
girl-
favorite name?
Is it not like a great woman name? Is it a great lady name? You know? You don't care for it.
You,
Alright.
you don't
Like
want
you-
to spend like a 3+ hour flight just talking
About-
about your like fan fiction of a girl named Trish.
I love that part so much because then they get on the escalator at the airport and,
And
they're
they're
just
like,
crying
yeah,
about
they're like,
Trish.
they grab each other's hands, all sad about it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I could have
Oh.
done without the through plot for Reba at the end.
Oh,
Really?
yeah, Reba. I'm with you.
It's fine.
I could've
You
done
guys
it.
didn't like the Reba cameo as
Yeah.
Trish?
Ugh.
Sorry, I'm a northern transplant. I don't have that same affection for Reba y'all do here, but
Okay.
Yeah.
I will say, watching this film, the first thing I thought by about halfway through the film was, is this like a modern middle-aged women's take on Dude, Where's My Car?
Oh, I got one for you if you don't nail it.
Okay. Okay.
Go ahead.
I think that was his.
That was the whole
That
pitch.
was-
That was the whole
that
I
pitch.
got Austin Powers.
I can see that too.
Yeah, it's definitely got Austin Powers.
It's got Austin
for
Powers'
sure.
tone.
Yeah.
With the
Dr. Evil.
the stupid plot of like
And then, yeah.
yeah. I think we're both right in this case. It's a little bit of
Dude,
peanut butter and jelly here.
I saw
yeah.
a lot of silly movies in this movie.
Yeah, there's a
Dude,
lot of
Where's
silly
My Car?
movies. in
Yeah, I
this.
can see that one.
Two ones on a wild adventure that they never say that she's alien, but I always get the impression, like, I just felt like that she was an alien at the beginning of the film. That's the best way I could describe it, and I just never like lost that train of thought with her.
Yeah.
Not because she's albino, but just because it was like, why does she have so many resources? You know, like, you know.
So I did think that too. It's like, how is it that every villain somehow, like, what is their story? Because she was a pretty normal girl, and she somehow gets villain lair level
Of power and resources.
Which,
Yeah,
you
she
know,
has a lot of ambition. She just worked for it.
Yeah.
maybe just doing illegal things is just that profitable too.
Maybe.
You know, like if you're a bad person, you have no scruples.
Yeah.
You won't mind
Yeah, you're not gonna.
like doing some dark deeds to make some extra cash.
That's
There's no
fair.
telling
God
what else
forbid
she's
a
got
woman
to.
have hobbies.
I know. But here's what confuses me. How can she be successful and a woman? You know, like, it didn't make sense to me. That was the whole alien part of this part.
Yeah, she must be an alien.
That's the only reason.
Foreign
That,
concept.
yeah, because she's in America. I mean, passionate driven women get to like the third or fourth most important part in their department. That's like this far down the list. You know, so it isn't. Anyways, no, this movie's a little silly. I think that's a fair review.
A little.
A little.
Okay.
Yeah. I will say, I'll be critical up front on the humor of the movie. I didn't laugh as much as I would like to have laughed at this movie.
Okay.
There were a couple of reoccurring dumb jokes that did make me laugh. Everything with, what's his face, the Wayans brother, where he would call, and
Oh, yeah.
and he kept giving away...
Darlie Bunkle.
Yeah, and he kept
Yeah.
giving away his information.
Age 41.
He
He
fucking-
had his, like,
179
his
pounds.
height and weight written on.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's
great.
like, 762 Sunset Street, or whatever, his address or whatever. Like, that consistently made me laugh. I was just like, this is so, like, it's one of the ones where I feel almost guilty about laughing, you know, and that's kind of like a so-so feeling towards, like, a movie that's primarily a comedy at its core.
Yeah.
Objectively of rom-com. I can see the rom-com tag, because Christian Grey does smash. Consistently.
Christian Grey, every time he was on the screen, I liked it.
Yeah.
I mean, especially his
You would
like,
find
little
him charming.
musical. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
his little musical number. That was
Right?
the only good musical number.
His
in
musical
the old...
number
That's
walked
fair.
so
The-
Ken
the
could run, I'm just
hotel-
saying.
Yeah.
Like,
No.
Them walking
The
into the
intro-
hotel
The
wasn't
Let me tell you what
good.
happened.
Yeah,
Let me tell you what
the
happened
hotel's
during the hotel of Vista Del Mar
Mhm.
musical, as soon as they started singing, which was the first time,
Yeah.
I said, "Oh, fuck." Because they hadn't sung anything up until that point. And I was
Yeah.
like, it is an Annabeth movie. Like, it's got a musical sense to it.
You
And
gotta
I thought I
snuck a
was
musical
in
in
for
there.
it. Yes,
Uh-huh.
and I thought I was in for it for the whole movie. And then his little musical number came up after that.
Yeah.
And then I don't think that there was another one.
No.
No, it's just the two. I
It
think.
was
like-
that first one. I was like, she got me, just like you with Ron.
Yeah.
It's not that they're bad. I don't really mind them that much, but for a movie to wait that long and then to nail you with this, and it's already
Well, that's
a
where you know
it's
it's not a
expectations,
musical.
right?
I don't
Yeah.
know.
A musical hits you.
We
with
had-
the
we had
opening number.
No
from-
mental preparation for the musical twist,
Yeah.
right? So it's an expectation game. If you go in, I was like, all right, I'm expecting kind of like a comedy of some sort,
Yeah.
and then they hit me with a musical. I'm like, oh
Hang
god,
on.
is it going to be? A
We
musical?
don't know
Kinda
what this
trying
movie
to
is.
hit you unexpected a lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because you had like the paper boy at the beginning, then you had the evil Dr. Evil lady,
Yeah.
then you had like Minnesota, Nebraskan ladies
Yeah.
that just sit on a couch every day,
At, like-
even when they're not scheduled.
At not IKEA. but-
Yeah,
yeah.
At the
very
mall of
not
town.
IKEA.
Oh, what was it called? Like Jennifer's
Outlet or something.
Yeah.
Jennifer something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Apparently
hottest
they
place
all
in town.
closed.
Yeah.
And nobody bothered to tell us.
Yeah.
Which honestly is an incredibly believable like corporate plot.
Oh,
line.
yeah. It's like you're the one store that they forgot to shut down. and
Right.
You're still
Yeah.
just operating as though your company exists.
Yeah, honestly, that part was a part that made me laugh because I was like, incredibly believe that, like no
Yeah.
doubt about it.
I couldn't tell like the I don't know the time frame of this, or not the time frame, I guess the date of this movie either, because like obviously they're dressed in a certain era,
Yeah,
and even from that scene when they were sitting on those couches, I was like, I think that's modern day.
right.
Like the others look modern.
But middle-aged Minnesota women could dress of a time, and then you
Yeah,
see
and I-
Christian Grey come on, and it's
I
like,
don't
well, he
even-
seems modern.
I don't even know if I landed on anything. Did they have cell phones or anything?
Yeah,
So there was
Specifically
like
a part
the
where she
phone
said,
was like
"Oh,
a-
we don't have cell phones."
yeah.
Oh, okay.
But like
Yeah.
they know what cell phones are,
Okay.
obviously.
Right.
They just don't
but
have them.
they're
That's fair.
not smartphones because the Gray, his phone.
Oh, that's
is
right,
Like,
it
it's
is
like
the-
a pull-out kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's still got like the little punchy buttons.
So this is like early
But the
2000s.
shell like cell phone case that one of
does
them
look
bought
like it's meant for
goes
an
for a
iPhone.
modern
Oh,
cell
yeah.
phone.
Yeah.
She's just gonna glue it on her
Okay.
landline when she gets home.
Mm.
Okay. Well, that was kind of a fun little, I guess, part of it to where it wasn't going to be dated,
Yeah.
and they
That's
kind of
true.
made sure of it because I don't even remember the vehicles. They weren't new.
No,
I don't think.
No, every time I remember seeing a vehicle, it was a bit older because when she drives out to the forest and meets that guy, like, yeah, I mean, and this
Tommy
is
Bahama.
yeah, you know the
Tommy
one.
Freaking Bahama.
Tommy Bahama. Yeah, this is a movie made up of, or I think that kind of like can live and die on its side characters.
Oh yeah.
And the more I'm like thinking about it, me personally, I didn't latch on to any of the side characters other than like whichever
The
Wayans.
Wayans,
I think
yeah.
it's Damon Wayans. I don't know,
Mhm.
but
Yeah.
yeah, like Damon Wayans like continually cracked me up on it. But like a lot of
What
the other
about
side
Morgan
characters-
Freeman, the crab?
That okay, I was there for Morgan Freeman the crab and his little rant before just
Goodbye,
Goodbye,
me.
me. Yeah. drifting off.
I thought that was
good.
his voice, like in the narration part of it, whenever
Mhm.
before it showed. But
But then it's like I guess we got like a bartender for a scene. When we get
We
like
got Richard Cheese.
okay, actually I almost
Yeah.
forgot, and I'm glad you bring that up because Richard Cheese was a
I was
My
I was
other through
hoping like I was really hoping for like some more interesting songs out of him. Like
Yeah.
that felt very goofy. Like you get Richard Cheese and you just have him singing a booby song.
right. Which to be fair was
But
very tasteful.
whatever. Like it's fine,
Mm.
but I would have hoped for like something a little more interesting.
That's where I'm with you. I was like, you got Richard Cheese, and it's like, and he's like, you're downplaying him, man. Like,
Oh,
he could
yeah.
be doing way more here on this.
Like I feel like he signed up for this like almost on a discount just so that he could like get himself inserted in places
Yes.
because he even has like a sign with his name on it and stuff like
Mhm.
and
This
he
is a
says
promo.
multiple times his name like
Yeah.
he's trying to get himself out there.
Yes, he is.
Mm.
This is his whole promo tape, effectively.
Yeah.
His cameos of it. He does the one song, I forget what it was, and he's just like talking about getting tipped or something like that. Like,
There's like a really depressing song he does about like some girl dying or something like
Yeah.
that. And like it's very in the background and they're just like the main character's talking about how she likes him
uh-huh.
and it's like, well maybe not this song so much.
Yeah.
mm.
Yeah, Richard Cheese could have been used more. Honestly, this could have been a Richard Cheese music video, and I would have probably liked it a little bit more for that.
Yeah, I mean,
But I just really
maybe
enjoyed
there's
Richard
a music
Cheese.
video that they made, on the side. They do stuff like that.
That's true.
With these
Yeah.
sort of projects.
You know what? I'm sure it probably was one that exists there. Food for thought for my YouTube searches later. But Annabeth, I want to know, what was it about this movie that you were like, I gotta bring this to the podcast?
I don't know. And I still don't know how you guys are gonna score it, but I was like, everyone should like this movie. This feels like a movie that everyone could potentially enjoy, or at least it's something weird that everybody probably hasn't seen. But it's not like Nathan weird, and it's not like half the time Mason weird, but it's like
that's good. There's a
fun
spectrum.
weird.
Yeah.
It's an Annabeth weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I don't know. I watched this movie for the first time at the beginning of this year, like around March or something, and I was just like, I had heard of it, but I had no idea what it was about, and I was like, yeah, just go in blind. I hope none of you even watched the trailer.
No, I had no idea what I was
That's
going
good,
to
because I just feel like you just gotta go into it. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like Christian Grey with the girls at the beginning of the movie. Just dive on in.
Yeah.
Listen, I wanted some of that punch bowl.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, with the treasure.
The
And
buried
they're like,
treasure.
did
Yeah.
you get the pill out of the treasure thing? They're like, oh, yeah. And they're like, that was the treasure. And then like, the acid trip starts. I was there for that. I'm like, oh, that's a good time. I get it. You ever just drink so much alcohol and then drugs? It's sincerely the best.
In a foreign place.
Yeah, in a place you recognize nobody and you're not sure if you really remember how to get back to your own hotel room. It's pretty peak. Jill, who is the best character in this movie?
I don't know.
Is it?
Jill, did you watch the movie?
Yes.
I did watch the movie last night.
You have very, I don't know, responses to
Yeah.
every question, so...
That's my response to the movie.
Yeah, Jill didn't like it.
Jill
when,
upfront about it.
When I was rewatching it last night / today, I was like, oh, Jill's not gonna like this movie. It's too... to my taste.
Okay. Yeah,
It's too much like
She's
what
more of a-
about it is your taste?
She's more of a pepper girl and
this
you
was
more
a
of a
great
salt, you
movie.
know?
What? Pick out pieces that are your taste.
I mean...
Is it the female cast leads?
It has to be a little bit of the girl power part. That's what
Probably,
that's what I'm
right?
trying
Or the
to
I mean,
duo?
I do love a female friendship movie.
Yeah, you like
Okay.
I
You
just
like a
like
bra ship
how
movie.
kind of like bizarre it is and just kind of like silly and it has musical numbers. The aesthetics are like bright and like fun.
Yeah.
This is a pastel movie.
It makes
It's
you
got
want
a
to go to
random
Disney.
talking crab. I mean, like I
Just
like
wanna go
just
to Florida.
the random
Yeah.
crap
Not
that comes out of left
specifically
field.
Mhm.
Tommy Bahama. So Shelby showed me this movie and we watched it too. This movie is just best served with Shelby.
Well, Shelby was busy. I
Yeah.
guess,
Also,
when I was
shout
watching.
out
It wasn't
to
available for
actual
me.
Mike Bowler who recommended it to Shelby. I know you're not watching, but
Like a
Like a
no, like
bowler?
the last name of Shelby and her brother Mike is
Oh.
Bowler.
Oh.
So
They don't go to the
alley.
alley.
no, they don't go to the alley.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, this makes more sense now.
But yeah,
Yeah.
shout out to the Bowlers
Yeah.
Okay.
and the Bowlers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
All
love
of
them too.
Yeah.
This movie could have had a bowling scene.
It could.
Yeah.
I don't
It
know
could.
why it didn't.
Bowling
It would've
would
made a lot
have
of
fit in there.
sense.
Yeah.
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 It-
I think so.
It would have been in the lobby of that hotel
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
in that scene.
Yeah,
That they
film
weren't
has a
supposed to
lot
stay
going
at.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't even have that whole musical number before.
Yeah, but again, that gets resolved very quickly. Although the sudden disappearance of the family that was supposed to
Yeah.
be there really never
Oh,
comes
yeah.
up
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
It doesn't come up again.
Nope.
It's pretty important that it doesn't come up, actually. Less questions, Nathan. Carry on. The pool was at capacity, though, so they had to bring them all back in. I'm glad that they all came back full circle.
I just like how there's like a yard sale version of like a Macy's right across the road from
Yeah.
this. Like that's like bargain hunt, and then this is department store hotel. It's
Mhm.
like
Man,
it's
yeah,
night
the
and day.
motel with the dude playing solitaire on a table
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
in
in
the
the
bottom of an
pool.
empty pool.
Uh-huh.
It's like once I saw that, I was like, we're in for something.
Yeah.
Like, we're in for some interesting stuff. I
Pretty,
think.
yeah.
There's
I'm
gonna
glad
be-
that they moved
Like
pretty
that-
quickly after that.
I don't know, like those sort of touches. I'm just like, that's very interesting.
Right.
Like that, you don't have to do that. It's weird. It makes no sense. It's perfect.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nathan's
Yes.
like, that's
Okay,
world
Nathan
building right
likes
there.
this movie.
Yeah. It's enough weird for Nathan to be like
Yeah.
intrigued by it. It's it's Disney World weird, I guess, in that way, like because
Disney
it's got that
World
Disney. I mean, I guess that brings Disney flavor.
It's got a very I mean, it makes you think of Florida.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Like this, it's almost like an ad for Florida.
Yeah.
Just from the whole vibe of it, like
Richard
the
Season
entire
Florida.
time, like you feel it's very like tourist Florida.
Maybe that's
vibes.
another reason I like this movie.
Yeah, that's
Do you like
that's a
tourist
you
Florida?
vibe.
I love tourist Florida. Like, the gaudier, the better.
Mm.
Panama City's my favorite place.
Oh.
I've never
Yeah.
been to PCB actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Podcast trip to Panama City, guys.
You guys
Oh
are
my
gonna have
gosh,
a
we can have our
blast.
own Vista
You
Del Mar.
guys are gonna-
so much fun.
You say with one arm
Oh,
detached.
oh my guys.
You don't want to go to
We're gonna
Panama
go get our
City?
shimmer
You don't like the
back.
beach?
None of this movie's referenced at all.
Why don't we could go. That's fair.
And it's going to be referenced
It's
every
gonna,
minute.
yeah, they're gonna insist that we watch
Yeah.
it again.
Yeah.
It'll be the what did we review on the Into the Kiwi
Waterworld?
no,
Oh.
Waterworld.
Oh yeah.
Did you see
Uh,
that? You didn't do water.
Ride Your Wave.
Ride Your Wave.
Yeah, yeah, we did
Well,
Ride
we've
Your,
done Waterworld.
No,
But not all
but we didn't do it
Oh,
while in the
yeah.
water.
Yeah,
Which would have been the obvious key.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, can we actually go on a podcast trip to Panama City? Like, we could rent a house.
Annabelle.
You gotta talk
That's
to.
over with now.
No, come on,
That was
come
like
on.
2.5 minutes
No,
ago.
Yeah.
come on, let's do it.
We've
have
all
to get a
universally
place
moved
that has
on.
the big seashell hotel beds.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
Oh my god,
The
yeah.
gaudier, the better.
Yeah, you're right.
Fault. Two questions. One,
Uh-huh.
is it as expensive as Myrtle Beach? If the answer is remotely yes,
Yeah, I mean, it's the same.
It's probably
I
not
don't know,
worth.
you,
It all depends
you go
on
to
the time
Myrtle
of year,
Beach.
I imagine.
I went
Yeah.
to
Well-
Myrtle Beach growing up, therefore I didn't pay for anything.
That's true.
Oh,
I went
that's
to Panama
fair.
City
Yeah.
growing up, and therefore I didn't pay for anything.
Yeah.
And I went to Disney and they didn't pay me.
Yeah, yeah.
Second thought:
Over here.
Yeah.
are we going during spring break 12
No.
years ago before I'm married? Because I don't. That seems like a place to not be a married person. You know.
Oh.
What are you talking about?
Just 'cause
Hannah's
of the
coming with
movie?
us.
Yeah, Panama City Beach looks like that's where you go to smash bitches up on like wooden stairs consistently.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
Especially
but
from Nebraska.
Yeah.
Hannah's coming with us.
Yeah.
I mean,
She doesn't
but
know
you
the
never
beach,
know. You
so.
might run into that right middle-aged woman with the
It's
perm
true,
going on.
you know.
Yeah.
Honestly-
And wearing the
And me,
culottes.
listen, as a married guy in my 30s, that is very much always on my menu, okay? Like, because I'm always on their menu, I just have to be aware. You know, that's the thing. Because the older women like to hunt. They know that you have a ring on, and they're like, oh.
So I should throw a ring on.
You should,
Yes.
quite honestly, yeah. Like, I'll tell you right now, it'll open up prospects. I've
That
never
you
felt
never knew you had.
I've never felt more seen until I was very
Oh.
unavailable. But that's neither here nor there. So, Hannah might burn at the beach. That's fine. She'll get over it then.
Did you wear a big hat?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, big hat.
Yeah, Hannah's big hat vibes.
Oh, yeah.
No, she is big hat. She does have a very big hat. That is confirmed. And sunglasses,
Yeah.
under umbrella.
Oh,
Doesn't try
yeah.
to leave at all if she can. This-
Yeah,
this-
like
Yeah.
you guys get her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
almost like if like the family from Beetlejuice went to the beach.
Yeah, that's no, that is her vibe. 100%.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Black swimsuit, as gothic as possible.
Mhm.
Yeah, 100%. That's you guys get it. See?
This would be such a fun trip.
Yeah, Mason.
It's like,
We're going.
You
we're
convinced
going.
me the meter has not moved at all.
Yeah.
It's still
It's
so
still
far.
on probably death.
Yeah, it's definitely
Still probably dead. Yeah.
Do we want to get back on track with this movie?
No.
Yeah. So-
no, I want to plan our vacation.
All right, let's wrap out onto like I guess the ending before the Reba is all right. I guess they all end up kind of being friends.
Yeah.
It all just kind of works
Power of
out.
friendship, right?
Yeah.
So
For a pretty silly, I guess dilemma between the two. Like I get the whole like can't believe you lied to me thing, and they're a very honest duo, but I thought that part was a little bit silly,
mhm.
I mean, one of them had to keep that secret from the other one, and
But okay, hear me out. I think that part was maybe one of the most relatable parts of the film because have you ever had a friend who was dating a girl, and then like they were just constantly lying about being with them all the time, and then you would just drive to that girl's house, who may or may not have been your neighbor in high school, and then you would see that their car was parked there, and they said, "Hey, what are you doing?" And you're like, "Oh, I'm chilling at home," and you knew they were lying because you would see their car right
holy
there.
hell.
This
Dylan,
never.
this can wait.
Yeah.
Let's get on this.
No, you guys haven't had a friend like
No.
that?
No.
Oh man, I won't say names, but I had a buddy who would consistently in high school and even in college would be like, "Oh, I'm not hanging out with my girlfriend." I'm like, "You don't have to like." And we weren't like shit talking. I mean, a handful of times. He dated some really bad women, but there were times where it was like he would just be like, "Oh yeah, no, I'm chilling," and I'm like, "We see your car. We see it. It's right here." And he's like, "Oh, don't do anything to it." And then we would. You know, we would always do
Obviously.
something to it. No, there was one time, this story will be the wind down on distractions from the podcast, but right around this time, around winter, it was very, very cold. It's important to the story. So he was over at his girlfriend's house at the time, and me and like two of our other buddies were like running around. We're like, oh, I bet she's probably just over at his girlfriend's house. So we go over there, and she was like a block over from my house. Like, so like, why would you lie about this? I could easily fact check this. And we was there, and then we were like, hey man, you're gonna come out and hang out? And he's like, no man, I'm feeling sick or whatever. And we were just so fed up with how dumb he is to think he could get away with it. Because this is like the third time we busted him. You know, like we've set a precedent that we could easily go check. And we're just like, all right, cool man, that's right. We'll see you. We'll see you later. So like, I just pee on his windshield, like any respectable high schooler would. So it froze over. This is important because the next day he comes to, he meets with us in like the high school lobby for like this like senior year, and he was just like, oh man, and we were like, oh, we saw you were at Allison's, and he was like, oh yeah man, yeah, I was over there, I won't lie now. And I was just like, well yeah, we just drove off, and he's just like, dude, it was freaking freezing outside last night. There was so much like there was so much frost, I had to wipe it off with my hands.
Oh,
I cannot tell you, I was just like, is that right? Shit.
Instant gratification.
Yeah.
I don't know if you cop to that.
I think I did tell him like years later, where I was like, bro, I definitely peed on the windshield that night. You wiped it off with your hands, and he was just like, damn it, bro. He's like, I ate food with that. Like I think he went to go pick up McDonald's and everything. So I'm just,
no.
yeah, and he doesn't wash his hands as often as I do. So
Yeah.
he just had pea fries, which.
Ew.
In Grayson County, those were going to be pea fries anyways. So
It's sterile.
That's
It's fine.
fine. That's
And
fine.
it was frozen over. I'm sure that made
Exactly.
it even more safe.
Yeah.
Somehow might have froze the bacteria.
That's see he could.
I mean, really, if anything, it's only the water part that would have frozen and stayed there, right?
Yeah, all the
rest of it
waste
would have been
just
gone.
dissolves into the air from the steam hitting. You know.
Uh-huh. Yep, that's how
Uh-huh.
that works.
Anyway,
That's-
are we gonna get back on track?
Other thoughts about the film? Annabeth, take us there.
Oh, I'm taking us there.
Yeah, it's your movie.
Yeah, it is, but I'm just so interested in what you guys
But
thought.
I just enamored by your ability to not have to leave.
Why all right. What are my other thoughts?
See, I was out of thoughts, which is why I was bantering.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
then then perfectly fit.
There you go.
There we
You
go.
got
Shaping the
thoughts.
film. Start with Mason.
It's way too fat. It
What?
is so fat. I know that this is supposed to be a fat movie.
Yeah.
And I think that it's just so all over the place that there's a lot that I would trim. Whenever you just asked her that question, I was like, well, I actually didn't mind the first 25 minutes of this movie. I thought it was a lot, like the talking room or the talking group.
The talking club.
Yeah, talking club.
I was here for talking.
Like
Talking
up
club.
until they get onto that plane, I think I really enjoyed it. And then once the colorful stuff started happening and just the whimsicalness of it all really set in, I was like, I don't want that. I want to go back to talking club.
Yeah.
Where you have Phyllis from The Office,
Yeah.
and you have a few other people that are. It just feels awkward, but I'm okay with feeling awkward.
You wanted a little bit more cringe.
Yeah, I
is
wanted
what
some
I'm
more.
hearing.
I didn't want.
Mason hates whimsy. Got it.
Yeah.
I don't mind whimsy, just this whimsy.
Yeah.
What this movie truly reminded me of is a long SNL skit. It's Target Lady,
Mhm.
okay, and Christian Grey, and they meet. And I don't know the other lady. I know that she's in Bridesmaids.
Yeah.
So I don't have a comparison for that. But all I heard was Target Lady. So I would have cut a good chunk of this movie out. I don't think that you need the evil arch. I mean it's fine, I guess, but I got sick of that probably the most.
Yeah. I mean, this really could have been a movie just them and Vista Del Mar without all the evil, albino stuff.
and
But then where would the
They
conflict
could have literally
be?
just taken a vacation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like they had another Bridesmaid type movie,
Mm-hmm.
but sillier, and then they were like, listen, we need something deep rooted.
Yeah.
You know, we need something bad. Like, why are they in Del Mar? Well, let's just make a whole plot to kill the whole world. I don't know.
Let's have an evil supervillain for it. Which, I mean, I think
I
we did.
didn't get that.
Yeah, I think you hit the hammer on the nail on this one by saying it's a very long SNL skit. Because now that you
It's
point
so
out, I'm like,
long.
it really is a long SNL skit. From Vista Del Mar onwards, it is that that whole premise with it. I mean, and this is probably why I like parts of it, but this is why I didn't necessarily jive with the whole film as a whole. So I'll go probably out of my way to say this is fat too for me. Because there's just a lot of parts. I mean, my oversimplified way of thinking about it is this is a comedy for the most part. How much did I laugh or think it was funny? Not as much as I would have liked.
Not as much as they wanted me to.
Yes, correct. I mean, and there were parts that were funny and parts I did enjoy. It definitely wasn't like death by no comedy, but the ratios was not as good as what I would prefer on especially something that's driven by a comedy, because it's like otherwise I'm trying to get engaged on the plot, which is silly at best, you know,
it's
like
all over the place.
Right. So I mean, it's something every 10 minutes. It's going to be a little bit of a different plot, so to speak, in that case. So, yeah. I'll just go to my way to say fat. Nathan.
I don't get what you are talking about. We're just being like an SNL skit. Like that.
It's
like,
because it's Kristen Wiig.
Yeah.
98% of SNL stuff I don't like. I like very, very little SNL.
Did you like
I would say Pop Star is closer to SNL skits.
Okay.
I mean, and it also is.
Yeah.
Like, and it very strongly is. This
It's a
is
single
not
character.
that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't see where you all came from with that. And as far as laughing, like, I thought the movie was really fucking funny. Like, almost the whole way. Like, I don't laugh out loud at movies when I'm watching them by myself.
It's true.
Yeah,
Nathan doesn't laugh.
Hardly ever.
I've never seen you
And
do it once.
I found a lot of moments in this movie very funny.
Yeah.
Like I don't get it. I think it's very fit. I wouldn't take anything from it.
Wow, this is the episode where I find out I have the same taste in movies as Nathan.
Be careful.
Well,
I know that sounds okay on the surface.
you might think
It's bad.
compliments, but then you'll
bad.
find out years later, mistake.
Well, and that doesn't reflect my score. Who knows?
Oh no, yeah, that's true. You're good with the fake
You
out.
never
Jill, get
know.
that button.
Jill, get the
Hit
B.
the damn button.
I don't know
Yeah.
where it is.
I don't know where it is either. Who gives a shit? Anyways, Jill.
Jill.
I will start off by saying you are wrong. This is an absolutely very long SNL skit, especially the first 20 minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know if you just don't watch SNL very much, but this is an era of SNL, the first 20 minutes of the movie.
Uh-huh.
And I'll disagree with you, because the first 20 minutes was my least favorite part. Once the whimsy happened, it got slightly more enjoyable.
Mm.
We all came in on real different, interesting takes on
Yeah.
this movie. All
See,
right.
this is why I wanted to watch this.
That's fair. Yeah.
As far as, like, the movie does what it wants, so
Correct.
in that way,
Yes.
it's kind of fit. I guess I would say it's more slightly chubby, because I would just ditch the first 20 minutes of the movie entirely.
The couch.
Yeah, the couch.
That's humor
It's
I
where you
don't
still
like.
get to sit there and talk,
I don't
right?
like good humor
I
very
like the
much.
boss bringing him in. He was like, "Do you even work today, Barb?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh my gosh, I don't work today."
No, you work today. Oh, I thought you worked today.
Have you ever worked in a place where you like the people enough?
He's like, "This is not the first time this has happened.
Yeah.
This actually happened a lot."
Yeah.
Mm.
Little chubby.
Oh, I think it's perfectly fit.
Oh boy. We're gonna see some diverse scores on this.
Oh,
one.
yeah, we are.
We sure
Just
are.
get ready.
Without further ado, scores back to Mason.
I genuinely did not like this movie. I honestly, I couldn't wait for it to end, actually. So when I reference Reba tying this whole thing up at the end and like a floating away mermaid scene, that was a sour cherry on top of this. I couldn't believe it happened, because it was just like,
The audacity.
they did that?
Yeah.
She got like, I don't know, 40 seconds in this movie as a cameo?
Wait, so you wanted more Reba?
No.
Yeah.
I wanted way less Trish.
Yeah.
No Trish. Whenever you said that was like one of the best parts, I couldn't stand it. I couldn't stand it. Do I believe that two people like that
Yes.
would be like that
100%.
on a whole plane
100%.
trip talking about one topic?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And making up a whole life of a person
Oh, yeah.
that just
Uh-huh.
does not exist.
Yeah.
And turns out she does, though. She became a water spirit.
Yeah, oh gosh. I
This is like a good lesson.
I really didn't like. I think the only good part about this movie was like Christian Grey, and I just liked seeing him do something a little different. He's been in other stuff. I can't think of it now.
Yeah.
Outside of
He's,
50
he's,
Shades.
he's a better comedy actor than I think is.
Yeah, he's kind of like
Yeah,
Armie Hammer. And
I
like
didn't
stuff
know
like
he was
that, where
funny.
it's- Yeah.
And he's so funny.
Yeah. Less animal eating. than
Yeah,
Armie Hammer,
less.
but,
Yeah.
yeah.
Cannibalistic, but
Right. Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I was not my cup of tea. All I can see is Target Lady when I hear and see Kristen Wiig, especially in that hairstyle and acting like that, and I just didn't like. Also, didn't like Bridesmaids that much. So in the first 20 seconds, it does flash up there. You know, same director, same producers as Bridesmaids and something else. So
You were already like, oh.
yeah, and I
Yeah.
wasn't like in that mindset yet, but it didn't take long for me to be like, this movie's gonna do exactly what it wants,
Mm-hmm.
and it's going to be. And I right away I thought of Austin Powers. I just couldn't.
Mhm.
I couldn't shake it all. And I'm not a big fan of Austin Powers either. Like Fat Bastard and all that. Like it's too much.
Austin Powers does go a little far, but it has some great notes though.
It does,
Yeah.
and I can see the whole movie right now.
Yeah.
I've seen it enough,
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but it's just
Yeah.
I don't need it in 2024 from a totally spun on its head version, and I don't know. That I give it a 4. I really don't like it.
Yeah.
And I wish I came away from this movie liking it a little bit more, but that's all I got.
Man, that's Lawnmower Man levels of
Ooh.
score.
I say this every time I rank a movie lower. I would watch Lawnmower Man over this.
Listen,
Wow.
that was my
Wow.
tempo for a long time. You know that. It
I'm
was
telling you,
4.5.
I would watch Frontiers over this.
Oh my god.
I would
Frontiers.
not
Way.
watch Possum.
No.
I would not watch
no.
Possum.
Alright, at least there's something.
There's a bar.
I
This
don't
is
know.
not the worst movie ever, and it's probably not even bottom 3 to be honest. But
Yeah. But it goes into
it's
that
just not my style.
into that. Yeah, it's not your
Yeah.
tempo. It's not your
Not,
tempo.
not quite my tempo.
I get it. I'll be a little nicer to the film than that.
Sorry, Annabeth.
This really is going to be like a bell curve, I think, in a lot of ways with it. It's like
Yeah.
at the end. But,
Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing, and I wanted to find it more funny. Like, again, there were parts of it that I did laugh at, and there were a couple ongoing jokes I did find funny. But I remember thinking, like, a scene that I should have really enjoyed and was disappointed that I didn't was when they're on the cliffside, and she was like, I've got these dry, hungry alligators, and they're about to get... And she lets them out, and I just remember thinking... I was so apathetic on that scene, and that's a scene that, like, if I was into the movie, I would have been like, okay, this is so dumb fun. Like, why are we have alligators? They're gonna leap into there, and, we're on jet skis, she's getting fired out of a cannon, now she's naked. I will reflect in my score that not enough titties or ass or penis was shown at any point, and the film gave us all the opportunities to do so, and that does reflect in my score. So I'll put it at a 6.
Okay.
This isn't even it's not good enough to be good bad in that 6.5 territory. You get what I mean?
Yeah,
Mason.
yeah,
But it's just under the curve on
You'll
that.
never see it. That's
Yeah,
why
I mean,
get
I
6s.
won't.
I'll never watch it.
Yeah, it's six is a movie as I'm not racing to watch ever again, and I'm not going to recommend unless it's to Nathan.
It's funny because I thought you would be the one out of you 3 that would like it.
See,
So
not for lack of watching
An
the
interesting surprise.
premise.
We don't know that Nathan likes it yet.
That's
That's
true.
true. We
Maybe
don't
he thought it was
know.
funny, but
Listen,
hated it.
I've hedged
Yeah.
my bets on him before.
Like, I
and
laughed
I've
out
come up
loud.
short.
I've never laughed before. I hated it.
That's true. I mean, Nathan notoriously doesn't like partial musicals. He likes all-in musicals.
Does he?
Yeah,
Does he?
yeah. Repo Genetic
What
Opera.
are you doing,
I'll
Jules?
leave the buttons here, for Nathan.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Get ready to
Yeah,
smash.
it's usually floating behind
You have to
your
throw that
It's
coffee
not
mug
over
against
now.
the wall to really just show the 10.
Anyway, so Nathan, go.
Nathan, what's your score?
I mean, it's
It's
good.
on there.
Yeah,
It's fine.
It's
fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good movie. I think it's funny. I think it does, like, the only places I felt like it came up short was, like, I wish Richard Cheese sung more interesting
Yes,
songs.
like-
Just wanted more Richard Cheese.
Yes,
Um,
at all times.
Like, I found a lot of the situations that kept coming up pretty funny. Like, I was laughing at a lot of points to this movie.
The whispering outside the door.
No, that
Yeah,
like
see?
that's not really, but I mean, I don't know, like it's good. I don't see why you guys don't like it.
It's good.
It's a good movie. I'll
Okay.
probably give it like a 9.
9.
9?
Yes!
I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. Not a lot of comedies make me laugh. This one had me actually laugh.
Yeah, I mean, mission accomplished.
Okay.
Yeah.
Listen.
And I mean, maybe I just have like a soft spot for like middle-aged women with perms or something, you know?
Yeah, I was about to
My
say.
aunt dresses
To,
like
to be
this.
fair,
like,
like,
I was-
they do remind me of my grandma too.
Yeah.
So maybe
so
that's a factor.
It's
I
positive
always
vibes.
loved my grandma.
Yeah, I get to see my
Did
grandma
your
go on
grandma
comedy.
like culottes? Did she wear those?
She definitely
Yeah.
had it. Like I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure she had those. Yeah.
Oh.
Well, little did she know they double as parachutes.
Mm.
She should try jumping off of a cliff one day.
Yeah, take that, grandma. Go ahead,
They
Jill.
don't have to be
Whatever you
crocodiles. Yeah.
Alligators.
This
Oh, yeah.
is not a me movie.
It's not a me movie.
You've been so quiet this entire. You didn't even like criticize it.
I know, she's...
Well,
You just said nothing.
That's
Quiet's
the thing,
problematic
is I just
here.
had almost no feelings about the movie in general. To
Ooh.
be fair, I generally don't like comedies. Like, straight comedies, I kind of find them very boring.
Well, wait, we'll make a
And in this
superheroes.
particular comedy, I did not laugh very much.
What was like one thing that made you laugh?
I know it happened, I can't remember.
Tell me Dan Wayans on the phone didn't get you.
Not really. But like, there were very few parts that I kind of giggled at a little bit, but in general, I didn't laugh. And it's a comedy, so if you don't laugh, it's not succeeding.
Yeah.
How did you feel about the musical numbers?
They're fine. I just had zero strong feelings about this movie.
Okay.
I didn't laugh. I liked their friendship. That was fine. And that little bit gives it a 5.5.
5.5.
A little bit
Okay.
over the hump.
Okay, that's better than I thought you were gonna give it.
Did the musicals put
Yeah, I
that
thought you were about
0.5?
to take that hound
Like, there was
outside.
nothing.
Yeah.
There was nothing that tanked this movie for me, but there was very little that made it a good movie. So it was very in the middle.
Spoken like
Okay.
somebody truly grading from 5 up or down, huh?
Yeah, the way you should be grading a movie.
No, I don't disagree. What is this, a bell curve? We're grading from the middle? Grade from the top down. I want excellence. And
Jill, I thought a 2 was about to come out of you.
Yeah,
Real,
honestly.
I didn't hate the movie. I
Yeah,
just
that's
didn't like
true.
it.
There wasn't
Yeah.
like seething hatred because she said almost nothing this
Yeah.
whole review. So if she hated
Like,
it, she would have
there
said
was,
she
would've.
there was
Sorry.
nothing to say.
Price-
There-
Price has conditioned us that quietness is anger and explosion.
It's,
all up in
it's a ticking time bomb.
It is,
what it
yeah.
is. And it unleashes after everyone else gives a
Well,
score.
I've
That's
been-
also something what he does.
I've been
I'll be
quiet for
last
so
one.
long, and I'm the
Yeah,
last
he
one.
feels like he's like saving up his speaking time
Yes.
to like go on a rant.
Correct.
And no one can
insists on
correct him.
nobody can correct him. Like, yeah, basically he doesn't want anybody
Shut
to
up.
say
It wasn't
anything
funny.
about his opinion.
It wasn't funny, and what I thought is what I thought.
And
Like,
you're
he
crazy
wants
for
the
giving it a
mic
4,
drop
and you're
every
crazy
time.
for
It
giving it a
is.
10.
Did he do
Yeah.
that for Jojo Rabbit? Did he wait to say he didn't like it until his
Probably. He
final
did.
word?
I
Yeah.
forgot he didn't like Jojo Rabbit.
Just
What
as
bad
well.
taste.
He thought it was okay, but that the twist was totally unnecessary, and I'm pretty sure it tanked
That's
him
what-
3 digits.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jojo
worse.
Rabbit is a
He-
movie that is a
What?
comedy that I did like.
Like, I think he gave it like a 5 or a 6, but he said if the thing hadn't happened, it would have been a 9, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow.
No, he was
He's
worse on
wrong.
it for the tone switch because he
That's
said
what
that
it
he
was.
was sold on the film by the premise of a happy-go-lucky Hitler film, and then he hated that it became a dramedy.
Well,
Okay.
or just that the mom ended up with
Yeah,
that.
well,
Yeah.
with mom scenes and all that stuff, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like he hated that the tone switched. That was his biggest thing was that he hated that the tone
He's
shifted.
wrong.
He's wrong.
Yeah, and I'm
He's
like,
very wrong.
well, that's go watch our
Be
Jojo
careful,
Rabbit
Jill.
review.
You
Yeah,
might turn into him. Just
Yeah.
be careful.
No.
blonder by the day, Jill. All right, Annabeth, what'd you think about?
I love this movie. I think it's great. I wasn't sure that I was gonna laugh as much when I rewatched it, and then I did. I laughed a lot. I was like, should I give this an 8.5? Should I give this a 9? I should just give this a 9. It's really funny, and I liked it, and yeah, it was great. I'm gonna give it a 9.
The Unlikely Duo.
Because you can't go lower than Nathan.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, well, this is my movie, so if Nathan's giving it a 9, it's a 9. And
See,
I mean, like,
this is how I felt when he Lego Batmaned me.
No, I thought
Yeah.
that was about to happen. A
Yeah.
10 came out of nowhere.
I know, and then you're like, I was at a 9 and he was at a 10? Oh, what the... Feels like sacrilege. Fine, I'm at a 10. I don't know, it's perfect, I
10's
guess.
for everyone.
Yeah. I just refuse to break on my grading scale.
Mm.
But speaking of scales, we've got a little bit of a thing that can
That kind
take
of resembles
weights.
a scale.
Yeah, it's a wheel.
Yes, it's a wheel.
That is nothing.
It's nothing
Yeah.
like a
The old
scale.
school scales.
Listen,
Oh,
listen.
where he
It
is
would go
Do I
going
get to
with
spin
that.
it?
Yeah, you can
Okay, I'm gonna spin it.
spin it good.
That's a good spin.
It's a good spin.
That's a great spin, Annabeth.
I
the
hope
best
it doesn't
spin.
land on mine. Don't land on me.
Grass too.
Don't land on
Oh
me.
no. Is it
Okay,
red?
it landed on love.
Oh, that's,
Love!
that's Mason's.
Mason Ray.
It's love, Murph.
Yeah.
Better be a tennis
Yeah.
movie.
No.
What
you know
is
that
it?
that was a funny meme. I kind of wanted to make it
I think you got
challengers.
it. Yeah, yeah, it is.
But yeah, it's gonna be Interstellar. That was a great call.
Yeah.
Yeah!
Yeah, I
Did-
saw that coming.
You
Yeah.
guys didn't
You
already
said it
do
last
that?
week.
No,
You guys
so-
not done Interstellar yet?
No,
We
But
just
you
talked
always
the hell
say
out of
that.
it.
We've all seen it and we just
I mean,
don't talk
everybody
about it.
knows
Interstellar.
Interstellar.
I've never seen it. I
She's
just
never seen
fun.
it.
Wait, have you all seen it?
Yeah.
I've never seen it. I just just know the quote from you guys quoting it all the
Oh,
time.
all right.
I didn't realize you hadn't already reviewed it.
No.
So Interstellar is a very heavy movie, and I think I've seen it twice, but this will be just like rewatching it for the first time.
Yeah.
Or only the first time watching it for me.
Okay, as
It's very deep.
I'm glad that there's a first time watcher on here because
Okay.
because how the movie flows from start to finish is usually a good commentary, right? Like it's a good conversation.
Okay.
And if we've watched it and we kind of know how the flow goes, it's like, yeah,
Yeah.
that's usually a discussion too. So, anyways,
Okay.
Interstellar.
Wait,
All right.
which one's Interstellar?
Interstellar
I
is the
feel
one
like
with
I've
Matthew
been
McConaughey.
Oh, okay.
And
it's
space.
Wormholes. Also, Anne
Wormholes.
Hathaway's in it briefly.
Oh.
Anne Hathaway's in it for a little bit.
Briefly.
The cameos are nuts.
Oh yeah.
Like, you're gonna recognize probably 8 different people.
I mean, it's a Nolan film.
And they're
so,
not
you know,
all the way
yeah.
through the movie either.
Oh gosh, so it's gonna be so long.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
2.5 hours.
It's not quick.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
well,
it's a Nolan film.
Yeah.
You know, in shape and form. Yeah.
interesting.
We're gonna
I think
visit
I could-
Miller's planet.
Oh, love Miller.
That's the name of the planet that they go to.
Yeah, I love it.
I
The
feel like
wa-
I was
the water
getting that
planet.
mixed up with
Can't wait.
Passengers, and I was like, it's the one
No,
with
very different
with
movie.
what's
No.
his face, right? And
Chris
Jennifer.
Platt.
Yeah.
And Jennifer Lawrence.
And
Yeah, Jennifer Lawrence.
yeah.
Yeah, that's much different.
Different,
movie.
different space movie.
Yeah, we don't.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw out a really controversial, just
do it.
words
Do
here.
Don't do
I
it.
want it.
I just get all the space movies mixed up.
Oh.
'Cause they're all about space.
What about
different.
Space Truckers?
Oh, what?
Space Truckers.
Yeah,
You're
that
not
one
mixing
is
that up
unique.
with anything.
Yeah. that's
The funny
you.
thing is, I mix it up all the time. There's the square cubes one, and then there's the Asian
The
one. that we know.
Korean.
Oh,
Korean little
yeah.
kidnapper.
Space Sweepers.
Yeah.
Sleepers.
Yeah.
Can you blame me?
What's
Yeah,
the Netflix
watch those.
movie?
they're very.
And those
one is a very modern space movie, and one is a very 80s space
Yeah,
movie.
and
Yeah.
they, for the record, we're in the same season, so
Yeah, they might have been.
it all got really blurry there for a little bit. We were in space for a while with these films,
One has
but
Tywin Lannister and one has nobody.
yeah, we
Yeah.
really know. Square pigs. But anyways, make sure to tune in next week for Interstellar, which, you know, based on the time of this release, is
Next
just
week.
past its recent
Yeah.
10-year.
It's 10 years.
10-year anniversary.
a month
Oh
ago.
wow!
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
No, time is weird.
You know what? That's a good point to
That's
bring
a
up in the movie.
you-
It gets brought
you should
up.
write that down.
That gets
right
brought up
now.
at least a time or two in the movie, so keep up with that idea.
If
Just
only
once.
Nathan edited, he could just take this little clip
Yeah.
and insert it into the next review.
Yeah.
Time is weird,
Yeah.
and then do like a
Previously
zoom in
on.
on my face saying, that.
See, you gotta,
"Edit this."
Can you,
Well, I'll give you the footage. And
yeah. Annabeth, we trust you.
The
You're on the
Photoshop.
podcast now. You could just be one of
You
the
could just
editors.
I think you should be one of the editors.
No, I still haven't edited our podcast either.
I know.
It's been years.
It's been
Anyways,
years.
guys, if you like the content we're doing, let us know in the comments below. What do you think? Did this movie make you laugh? Did you watch this movie? Did you think, that's a silly name. I probably won't watch this.
You should watch this movie. It's delightful.
It's a very silly name.
There's
2 out of 5 people agree.
There's really no telling how you'll feel about
yeah,
this movie.
that's true.
To be fair, we have no idea how you'll feel. Based on our random population of us, I don't know, maybe. You'll
Yeah.
either super like it or think, wouldn't watch it again. Anyways, so watch it and let us know what you think, or don't watch it and let us know what you think anyways, because, you know, we love having an opinion on the internet. Make sure to give us a thumbs up for the content we keep doing, and make sure to subscribe. We are at 68 again. I think we
What?
dropped one or something.
Going backwards.
I don't know if we haven't picked it back up,
Do
then
you
we're...
need me to make a fake account to do
If
some
you could,
things?
yeah, because being
Did
a
you
Every
sub
day.
back?
I let me check. Tell them about how to
You got to hit the Jill. That way you're always
No.
notified when that
Thank you.
we drop the hot
Do
new
you want me to
beats.
just get you a picture of Price that you could punch?
only if there's a bell that rings whenever we
Yeah.
hit it.
Okay.
Or a squeaky toy in it.
Yeah, because we will continue just to hit you
One
if
of
you
the
don't.
squeaky chickens with like a Price head.
Oh,
Oh.
the one that you squeeze.
That could work.
Yeah.
Yeah, 68 subs. We've lost one and we
Yeah,
have. We have.
Subscribe. There you go.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
no,
we
we
got
got
69.
Nice.
Wow.
So we're starting for 420
We're
whenever you
halfway
get
to
the
420.
chance. Yeah. If you could get us to 420, that would be great. We just got back to 69 scrubs. Yeah, I mean effectively.
No, we don't want no scrubs.
Scrub is no
Another
love
guy's
for me.
reference. Yeah.
Anyways, until next time, we'll see you in space and interstellar and in a time far, far away? Question mark? I don't know. All these space movies sound the same to Annabeth. Bye, guys!
Bye.
Yeah.